Peace and blessings to all the beloveds. I love you so much. I am Astarius, Miraculii, and I bring the message today of happy new beginning. You know, we're getting ready to move into the year 2017, which is a universal 1 year, numerologically speaking. We have been in a 9 year in 2016, and so we've been in the resonance of many, many endings. 9 is a frequency of that which needs to come to an end, and so many of us have had to let go of a lot of things. It's been important to let go of certain behaviors, certain personality traits, and even to let go of certain people that were not necessarily healthy to remain a part of our life. Even sometimes people that we didn't want to let go of. Sometimes circumstances created the letting go. Some beloveds passed on, or some beloveds just left our lives for one reason or another. But there was a tremendous amount of letting go in this year. Oftentimes, when we're in a 9 cycle, we go through what is called a people sweep, like a big giant broom sweeping through our life and sweeping many people out of our life who may have been a part of our life for a very long time. So a big process of letting go. 9 is also the frequency of pristine maturity because it's the elder number. You know, all numbers are combinations of 1 through 9. You know, for example, after 9 comes 10. Well, you add the 1 and the 0 together, and that's just 1 all over again. So 9 is the frequency of the elder, and we have had the opportunity to rise into a greater resonance of the elder self as we have been in this 9 year. And it's not always been the most comfortable thing because, you know, so often we let go of things that we have become attached to, you know, and things that we don't want to let go of. And sometimes we associate safety with familiarity, even though that which we're familiar with is oftentimes not necessarily the healthiest thing for us to continue on with. And so it's been a huge cycle of transformation and mass endings, and basically in this 9 year we were concluding a cycle that began 8 years prior to the beginning of this year of 2016, and so we began a whole new cycle as we move into the year 2017. And so it's a time of new beginning. It's a new opportunity to deepen the relationship that you have with yourself. It's a new opportunity to love yourself in a deeper way, a new opportunity to follow the example of the Most High. For when you notice the way in which the Most High loves you and validates you and loves and validates all of us, it is by virtue of one fact, and that is that we are. You know, it's just by virtue of our beingness that we are loved and validated by our Creator. And it is important that we now love and validate ourselves simply by virtue of our beingness. Because here we are, sitting inside of our own existence. We know that we live and move and have our being. We know that. We can see that. We feel that. And so let us come into a greater measure of celebration of who we are. And I offer this tone as an affirmation of the expansion of greater self-love within all of our lives. Time to love on yourself, beloved. You're the only one of you that you've got time to love on yourself. Reminds me of a wonderful poem that I wrote some years ago. I call it I Do Take Me. It's a tribute to the most forgotten loved one, which is self. And in it I say, as I dedicate it to you, to me, and to all of us and all of life, I love myself with all my heart. Eternal knowing God impart. No more hatred and no more pain, legacy of heaven mine to claim. Once I really hated me, a self-induced catastrophe. Others began to hate me too. Hate's reflection became my due. When I look in any mirror, each reflection is my own. If I dislike that which I am, rejection by others will be shown. In self-acceptance let me grow, to hereby let all others know I want them to accept me too. They only follow what I do. I ask myself to marry me, to thus fulfill my destiny. I promise always to be true. Self-love and honor I am due. Sweet self, I'm sorry for the pain. Forgive and love me once again. I want me for eternity, a better lover than to be. Now every bond is sweeter too, for loving me is loving you. Within the temple of heaven's house, I do take me to be my spouse. Say that with me. Within the temple of heaven's house, I do take me to be my spouse. And one more time. Within the temple of heaven's house, I do take me to be my spouse. So, beloved, courageously step across that threshold that leads from 2016 into 2017 and know the opportunities for new beginnings that you have. We're coming to the resonance of one in 2017, and one is the frequency of Godhood. In the one vibration, we have the opportunity to exemplify and personify that presence of God that exists within us. So love yourself and honor yourself and be in acknowledgement of yourself for whatever contributions you've made in life. And even if you have not made as all of the contributions that you want to make, know that you have made contributions. The universe would utterly be incomplete without you having been whatever it is that you have been. You have made a contribution. It may not have been all of what you wanted to do, and yet you've made a contribution. And you want to validate that. And even if it seems small, get your magnifying glass out and maximize the minimum and allow the minimum to become the maximum. And in order to fully and completely love you, that means that you must also fully and completely love the whole of the universe. It is impossible to say, oh, I love this ocean, but I hate that wave over there. No, if you hate the wave, you hate the ocean. So don't hate on any aspect of life, because to hate on any aspect of life is to hate on life at large. You can never separate life from life. You can never separate another being from your own self. To hate another being is to hate you by extension. So let us move forward in the resonance of the vibration of love. Loving ourselves and loving the whole of the universe. Loving our Creator and remembering sometimes to offer a blessing to our Creator. No, God is not in need of a blessing. And it's just like you or me. If we're rich in love and then somebody else comes along and wants to share some love with us, do we say, oh, I'm all full up, I don't need any more love? No, we receive that love and become even richer in love, even though we were already rich in love. And so God is already rich and infinitely rich in blessings. And yet when we have the presence of mind and heart to offer a blessing of love to our Creator, then our Creator is even more expanded and more glorified by virtue of that offering that we give, because we are qualitative extensions of the Most High, imbued and endowed with that empowerment that exists within our Creator. And just as our Creator have blessed us, we also have the power and the capacity to bless our Creator. So remember to love on the Most High and offer some blessedness to our Creator. I am Astarius, Miraculii. I love you so much. Click on my link to go to my website, subscribe to my channel, turn other people on to me. I appreciate that. And on my website, I have a number of books and a number of CDs that are available to you. I'm a psychic astrologer. I practice and teach Reiki, and I do healing transmissions with didgeridoo and vocal harmonics on a one-on-one level, by phone, by Skype, and in person. So I can work with you wherever you are in the whole world. And if you happen to be in the Atlanta, Georgia area, you can also reach out and have a private session. There's a phone number by which I can be reached on my website. And also there's a donation button there. If you've been blessed and moved by that which I'm offering and you'd like to offer a donation or tithe, I graciously receive all of that. And thank you so much for playing in the field of win-win. Aho, Ashe, Amen, Namaste, Hotep, In Lakesh, Alakin, Shalom, Satnam, Hariom. Up at the top, there's room for all. It's just the bottom that's crowded, y'all. I love you so much.